All right, my friends, so hopefully you were able to watch that whole read aloud because it is going to be very important to our phonics lesson for today. Today I'm going to teach you that we can be just like Jerome. Like Jerome, you can collect and savor or really enjoy words. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly go back to the story for a second. So this was part of the story. He collected words he heard. My trip to Peru was perfectly pleasant. So I just want you to kind of take a look at the way he is kind of listening to the person sitting at his table right now. And let's study how Jerome did his collecting of words. Okay, so on this page, it looks like Jerome is like rapidly listening, right? He listens so closely, he's really focused on the person speaking. That's how a word collector learns new words. So I'm thinking that in this upcoming unit and for the rest of your lives, you or we can be just like Jerome. And that means that when we talk to people, we are alert to the specific words that they use, words that maybe we've heard before, but don't really use ourselves. Okay? And so, like Jerome, we can collect words we love from all the listening we do. So Jerome is a very good listener in this story, and that's how he becomes such a skilled word collector. So if we can be listeners as good as Jerome is, then we can also become really good word collectors as well. Okay? So what I would like us to do today, and I'm really going to challenge you guys to do this, but I want you to talk to the adults that live in your household. Could be your parents, could be grandparents, aunts, uncles, any adult that lives in your house. I want you to have a conversation with them, and I want you to talk to them. Maybe a good idea of what to talk to them about would be like, what do they do for work? What is their job? When you guys are in school, what is it that they do? Okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to listen to that conversation, have a really good in-depth conversation, ask them a lot of questions, okay? Talk to them a lot, and I really want you to focus on some of the words that they use when they're speaking to you, okay? And I want you to see if you can hear some unfamiliar words, words that you may have never heard of before, or again, words that you have heard of before, but you don't really use them a lot yourself, or you may have heard them like once, and that was it, and you always thought, I don't know what that word is. Maybe I should like research it or figure out what that word actually means, right? So I want you to have that conversation with the adults in your household. It could be any adult in your household. Just have it be a grown up. Okay? And so I want you to listen to the words that they use. And when you hear an unfamiliar word or a word that you don't really use all that much yourself, I want you to write it down. I'm going to be posting a Google Doc on the Google Classroom for you to write down some of the words that are very unfamiliar to you, but you heard in the conversation. You heard the adult that you were talking to use those words. Okay? So you're going to write it down on that Google Doc. And what I also want you to do is, instead of just writing the word, I also want you to talk about either what you think it means, or I want you to ask the adult that uses that word to tell you what it means. So you're going to write the words that you heard on the Google Doc, and you're also going to write each word's kind of like meaning. What do you think those words mean to you? Okay? And at the end of the day, you're going to have a Google Doc of a few different words that you have never heard of or you've never used in your vocabulary, and you're going to have the definitions as well. And I'm going to be able to see the words that you wrote down and the words that were used by the adults in your conversation. Okay? So we're really going to collect these words today. Whenever you hear an unfamiliar word, write it down in the Google Doc, write down the definition of what you think it means or what the adult told you it means. Okay, and then once you have a good list of unfamiliar words, you're going to send that Google Doc. You're going to hit the turn in button, and I'm going to be able to see all the words that you wrote down. Okay, so that's what is the job for our phonics lesson today. Have that conversation with an adult, listen for unfamiliar words, write those words and the definitions of them on the Google Doc, and that's it. That's phonics for today. Okay, we're really going to practice becoming word collectors. Okay, so good luck. Hope those conversations go well. and hope you guys learn something. Maybe not just learning new words, but just learning a little bit of something about your parents. Maybe you're not very sure of what they do for work, and this is a really good time for you to learn new words, but also have a nice, healthy conversation with the adults in your household. So have fun with it. Good luck. Can't wait to see what words you guys write down for today. So have fun.